What's going on, everybody? It's Mitsuni Nika here again, aka Iceman Quay. And the reason I sound like this right now is because that I am very sick and I at home trying to recover. I've been sick for a few days already. Anyway, I'm still gonna be trying to release some content over this week if so while I'm still recovering. Today we're gonna be getting into a video from the AP99 about how Halo Infinite is apparently horrible, unfinished, and everything because it's not a PlayStation game. So if you guys are ready for that, you're down for that. Let's get into the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, imagine thinking, walking around the same old empty open world with the same old crusty environments, with the same old boring enemies, with the same old copied and pasted trees, with the same old repetitive missions where you put a battery into a thing and it triggers a Cortana cutscene talking to you about nonsensical Recton crap that makes Halo 5 irrelevant. A total masterpiece. Imagine thinking that. Imagine thinking that. Sure, yeah, there's a grappling hook, and the grappling hook is very cool and very fun. I'll admit that. It lets you get the places, it lets you get higher in the map so you can see just how empty and uninspired this open world really is. Sure, it's fun to grapple.
First of all, what the hell are you talking about? Second of all, you couldn't even say nonsensical right. You said some nonsensical. Like, can you even pronounce words right, man? Is English not your first language? Like, it's pretty much universally taught almost anywhere nowadays, isn't it? Like, come on, dude. Third of all, what? What? Okay. What do you said the enemies in Halo are boring and like uninspired, I think. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, dude, you sit here and you play Sony games all day, okay, buddy? All right. I don't think you have the right to call a game's enemies boring or like uninspired or anything. When you sit here and like play Sony games, like most of them are uninspired messes, unless we're talking about like God of War or like freaking Uncharted or something, man. Or like hell, Bloodborne. That's a great one. But like otherwise, that most Sony games are just pretty damn generic and are just mostly walking simulators. It's universally known, dude. Seriously, like try better, man.
He is. Sure, it's fun to grapple, but it's nothing like Spider-Man PS4, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Imagine thinking you want to play with your friends, you want to hop on, do some co-op campaign on Halo Infinite. Well, sorry guys, 6 years in development, a huge ass budget, releasing on next-gen hardware, they can't do that for you. There is no co-op. There is no co-op in this empty open world game. There's also
To
no
be fair, he does actually make a good point right here about co-op not being in the game, but co-op is coming later on. I do agree that it should have been at launch. This game already had a really freaking messed up development cycle. Like, it's lost its lead director and everything else. So this game is missing a lot of content, and I do agree on that point that co-op should have been here. But however, co-op will be coming soon. They've already stated that co-op will be coming in like a month or so, buddy. Okay, I get it. Co-op is terrible. I mean, like it's terrible that there's no co-op because it's not in there, but it will be coming soon. So like right now, you're just beating a dead horse. Like everybody already knew that co-op wasn't coming in the campaign. They've been stated this before the game even came out. Everyone knew this. So right now, you're just beating a dead horse, man. Like seriously.
world game. There's also no detail. As you can see, Uncharted 1 has better water bullet physics than this game. And to make matters worse, this game is $60. Yeah, sure, it's on Game Pass, and the multiplayer is free to play, but they are charging you $60 for a game that you can't even play without an internet connection. Yes, you need to download the disc. You literally cannot play the game, cannot install it unless you have Wi-Fi. That is terrible for a single player only game. Multiplayer is free to play, it's not connected to this, so they're charging you for that. And at the end of the day, it's not really worthwhile. Yeah, I'm glad it was on Game Pass, but this game is genuinely worrying. If people are playing this, giving it 10 out of 10s, thinking it's cream of the crop in all aspects, that's worrying, folks, because there's nothing.
Are you really over here complaining about the fucking water physics in this game and comparing it to Uncharted, dude? Like, listen, man, Uncharted is mostly just like it's mostly just huge graphics, like insanely amazing looking graphics. a very freaking good story, and then like 30% gameplay. Unless we're talking about like Uncharted 2 and 4, which has a lot of gameplay in it. Even then though, it's mostly like graphics a lot too. Halo Infinite is not meant to be some graphically impressive game. It's if anything, it's art style over graphics, man, which is more important than just straight up pure beautiful looking freaking realistic graphics. Okay? Number 2, on pretty much every single game nowadays, man, has to be like downloaded once you get the disc onto your freaking hardware. Okay, so I don't know what the hell kind of point you're trying to make right here. Like Halo Infinite is the first game or first single player game to do this, but it's really stupid. Let's move on.
Worrying, folks, because there's nothing that great about it. I think the combat mechanics themselves are pretty good. That is why I think the multiplayer is also pretty good, but again, the multiplayer is missing content that should be there day one. And in the open world, the combat is still there, but the gameplay loop is repetitive and boring. You go to outposts with little to no backstory, even involving these side missions. You free civilians who don't even matter. Like, you can literally let some of them die and it'll still tell you it was a successful mission. There's simply little to no care into what was.
What? What are you even talking about? Who really even cares about the freaking like story or whatever having an impact if your darn freaking Marines or civilians die? What are you talking about? Like, who cares about that? Just play the damn game, man. I don't see how that's so hard. Okay, you're looking for things in here that are such a non-issue. Like you're making an issue out of things for no apparent reason. And then you say the core gameplay loop is boring. It's the same as Halo has always been, if not better. So like, what is it, man? Are you upset that this isn't some PlayStation title? Do you need to go back and play like fucking God of War or something, or some kind of like walking simulator? Like, come on, man. What's the point of this, dude? I don't see what the heck the issue is. This dude called the freaking Halo's core gameplay loop boring. Like, are you serious right now, man? God, this is so freaking reaching.
Care into what was created with this game. Little to no care. 6 years in development, huge budget, on a Series X, and all they have to show for is an empty, repetitive, uninspired, forgettable, open world game with nothing to do, nothing to see, nothing to hear, and nothing to do. It's an absolute joke, and it's an absolute travesty. The game also has loading screens as well. It literally has loading screens. What the hell happened with that velocity architecture? The Last of Us Part 1 can be played on a PS4, base PS4, whole game, 24 hours or more without a single loading screen. Halo Infinite on a Series X? No? Nope. Plenty of loading screens there. It's missing.
Halo Infinite bad because it's not The Last of Us. This dude is really talking about somehow The Last of Us 1 had no loading screens and The Last of Us 2 had like no loading screens. But because Halo Infinite has loading screens, it's a fucking issue. Like, are you serious, dude? This is the type of nitpicking that we're talking about. It's such a non-issue. It's so idiotic. So basically, this guy is a PlayStation fanboy just shitting on Halo Infinite because it's not The Last of Us or it's not a PlayStation title. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, man, the only good points he came up with is that Halo is missing content and that it doesn't have co-op. But that's something that the community already knew, so that's just beating a dead horse. Like, come on, man. This dude talking about somehow everyone who worked on Halo Infinite should be disappointed in themselves. Like, really, man? Like, what? I'm pretty sure the people at 343 honestly don't give a fuck about you. Like, seriously. Okay? I'm pretty sure they're not even gonna see your video. And if they do, they're probably gonna click off it in the first 3 minutes once they realize how much of an idiot you sound. Okay? Which is what most people do, you know?
Screens there. It's missing features that were staples in old Halo games like co-op play. You cannot play this again unless you download it with internet. It's a complete joke, complete waste of time. Everyone involved in this project should be disappointed that they did not push themselves to do better. Like, seriously, if Halo Infinite is what Xbox thinks is setting the bar high. If they want their studios to strive for the quality seen in Halo Infinite and they think that's the best that they can do, then I want off of this train. I want off this train because it is going nowhere and nowhere soon. This is McDonald's of gaming. This is terrible. This makes Horizon Forbidden West look like a grandiose masterpiece releasing in February. This game made me appreciate the work and craftsmanship that Sony puts into their games. Even games from 2007 from Sony have more detail than this piece of junk. I am afraid and I am scared for the future of Xbox if this is what they think is setting the bar high. Halo Infinite is dog shit. You should not buy it. If you want to play it, sure, it's on Game Pass, but you're not going to remember much from it. It's just overall junk. I'm sorry, but the Halo Infinite campaign on many different levels is below average and dog shit. Straight up dog shit. Thank you and have a great day.
That's right, guys. Microsoft bad, 3 for 3 bad, Sony games good. I fucking called it, man. This dude is just a PlayStation fanboy, like always. Like, you can take a look at all of his videos on his channel, and all he does is sit here and hype up and praise PlayStation games while shitting on anything else. Like, seriously, man, this dude really comparing the graphics in Halo Infinite to freaking Horizon Forbidden West. Like, seriously, dude? Like, come on, man. Dude talking about somehow you shouldn't buy Halo Infinite and instead just go play a PlayStation game. That's all he should have just said at the beginning of this video is, I hate Halo because it's not a PlayStation title and you guys should just go play something from Sony instead. Like all these other little freaking little crybaby fanboys do. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. You know, like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord link down below, and peace.